guys, welcome to the first episode of Beyond Intense. I'm your host, Ema Burgic, and today I have with me Elmar Ejupovic. I'm super excited for this conversation today because we're going to dive into his new chapter in his life, being a dad, his experience at Intense, being a professional tennis player. Elmar, thank you for being the guest, and just introduce yourself a little bit more for people that don't know you, your background, where you're from, and your tennis background as well.
Yeah, first of all, thank you for choosing me for being the first guest on Beyond Intense. I'm born in Germany, raised in Germany, but by blood, I'm Bosnian. My parents are from Bosnia. They came to Germany in '92 when the war started. Now I'm living in Portland, Oregon. I met my wife in 2023, and we have an 8-month-old daughter, and she's amazing. And yeah, it's hard for me right now to be here, knowing that my family is in Portland. They cannot be with me here, but I'm happy to be here to play for the next 2 months, and then I'm back home.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that a little bit deeper because I'm really, interested in your story. First of all, tell me, you played pro, right? For how long?
I started in 2015.
Okay.
So basically, when I got my first ATP points, I was coaching in the beginning to make income, to pay for my rent, to pay for my travels. I played a lot of prize money tournaments in Germany. And then once I started to gain a little bit more points, my back then German coach, he helped me with a sponsor for 1 year that basically allowed me to travel way more and to play like a full season, right? And so I built up my ranking, and I got to a ranking position of 380. I don't know if you remember that, but the ATP changed the ranking system from 2018 to 2019.
Yes.
So I was 380, basically worked my way up. I could play the challengers, and then they came up with the idea we're going to change everything. So I had no ranking anymore from next year. I had an ITF ranking, but this didn't allow me to play any challengers because they even cut the draws in the qualifying draw. And so I had to work my way back up playing futures. And in August, 8 months later, they changed it back to the normal system. So I was like 500. And I made the move to go to Italy to practice in Italy. And basically there I had for the first time a fitness coach that was working with me. There was a team behind me, which allowed me to really just focus on stepping on the court, just practicing, going back home and doing everything that needs to be done in order to be back the next day and practice well. And I started well in 2020, and then COVID happened. So my ranking was like 500 or something. And from 2020, end of 2020, it took me like 3 years to get up to like 270. And then I was pretty close to the slams. I needed like 50, 60 points. Yeah. I didn't manage that to make it happen. And the struggles started where I was like, okay, I go back to the future tour. I think I'm going to make it way easier because the guys there, they don't have the level that I have. But I was not respecting the guys. I was not respecting the game. And it was hard for me to win matches there. And now I'm still at 500. I don't even know, maybe 700. I didn't play for 7-8 months. And now I'm at Intense and trying to just enjoy the game again.
First of all, reaching 270, especially on the men's side, that requires really high level of tennis, and you're so close of making it to a Grand Slam. But what is your goal now when you're done with these 2 months? Are you going to go back on tour?
To be honest, I'm not pretty sure, because the system on the tour is broken, because everything is centered on the top 3, top 10 guys. But without the rest, actually the tour would not exist. And do I go back on the tour? I'm not pretty sure, because it's boring. It doesn't give me anything. But being away from my family for, let's say, 25 to 30 weeks, not having them with me, and also not seeing my daughter growing up, I don't see myself actually being back on the tour. I see myself playing Intense, obviously. I see myself playing prize money tournaments, something that brings me joy, something that is not like, hey, I go to a tournament and who knows how I play, and maybe I end up with losing $2,000 for that tournament. And then I'm on court missing my family. I'm not pretty sure about that. So everything is uncertain now. And I let myself be in this right now and just give myself the time that I need to figure out if I want to step out on the court again or not.
Why I came back 2 years ago, I stopped playing for I stopped playing for 8 years, right? It's a long time, and I had kids back to back. For 5 years, I was either pregnant or breastfeeding, So I did spend those years with my kids. Now my kids are, 5 and 6. And I do have that guilt of, missing out, like some of the school stuff, some of the birthdays, some of the, events to go and chase my dream, So that guilt as a mom is like, it's there and it's really, really tough. But then for me, like the dream that I have, like I want to close this chapter of tennis in my life on my own terms. It doesn't matter how hard it is. Like, yeah, it's brutal. At ITF Tour, it's brutal, but I'm so stubborn. I'm like, I'm going to find a way. And at least like, I'll know I gave it all. I had nothing else. Like I tried everything. I gave it all. I made it great. Yeah, I accomplished my dreams, but like I didn't make it, then I'll know that I gave it all. So I won't live with that regret.
Right.
So it's like finding that fine line. And, I'm a mom, you're a dad. For you, it's like, okay, you need to provide for your family, right?
Right.
Do you have that pressure as a father figure?
Definitely. I can just tell you, like, we made plans, like my wife and I, we made plans like, hey, when she's born, I'm probably going to go there, I'm going to play there, and then I come back home and stuff. But the moment our daughter came to the world, I was like crying. I was like, oh my God. I mean, this is the most beautiful thing ever in the world. And it actually basically came so fast that I was like, I don't want to leave. I don't want to compete. I don't want to go on tour. I want to stay with my family. I want to support my wife. I want to be there for my child. And 3 weeks after she was born, 4 weeks, I needed to leave to a tournament because I had to reset my visa status. And it's funny, I didn't have any expectations. I didn't practice. The week before I left, I practiced maybe an hour and a half a day. 1 hour of tennis, 30 minutes of like some fitness. But I already knew I have to leave. So there was no other choice. So I left to the tournament and I'm just like, wow, this is cool. And I end up winning the tournament without dropping a set, a 25K. So I was not stressing myself. After the tournament, I felt like, damn, you should compete. I had something inside of me that was like, no, you have to go. It was actually hard for me to come back home and be like, no, you don't play. Trying still to figure out like, what is the right direction? Like, shall I go back on tour? Shall I stay? Shall I just play like the tournaments that I want to play? Or shall I just like quit with professional tennis? So there's still this inner child that wants to go out, but there's like the grown-up Elmar that is like, hey, there's something way more important right now than you are, right? And this is something I'm still trying to understand and figure out.
That totally all makes sense. And it's like, I can totally see what you're saying because we're in similar positions, but still very different. And I don't know, like, I don't want to tell you, like, you should do this or you should do that. It's just like, you need to listen to that inner child in you. That's what I've learned throughout the years, because you will be then the best version, the best father, the best husband, You have to think about financial. I mean, if tennis was like another sport, right, where you can just, okay, go be a professional athlete, take your family, like everything is easy, you would not even think about it, right?
Like if I'm on a, let's say, soccer team in Germany, like they get paid a salary monthly. Like I would be sitting there in a huge house, have my wife and my kid with me, and not even think about like, hey, I'm gone over the weekend. I have to play one match and I'm coming back. Maybe two if you play like the Champions League. Yeah. But it's like not realistic in our world of tennis.
Yeah, but then also tying it now, we're during the intense season, we're here sitting, we're in week 2. It's so amazing what they're providing for us, with the salary, with the whole setup, right? Like
Absolutely.
The opportunities that we're getting, like tennis has never had anything like this before for us. I'm like 500 right now. Like I want to, keep pushing. I want to get to top 250. I want to play the Grand Slams. Yeah, it's taking 2 months away from my playing, but it's like the financial stability I'll have after these 2 months.
Let's be real.
Let's
even
be
if you
real.
if you play a full season,
Yeah.
you're not gonna end up with this money.
No.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're gonna maybe make this money, but you're gonna spend everything.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
So we have to be realistic. This opportunity that Intense is providing us, you don't have that anywhere in this world for tennis.
No, I haven't felt this supported in my 33 years of life and my tennis career and experiences in colleges and everything. Just how appreciated and valued we feel in this environment here.
Mm-hmm.
And also, I haven't had this much fun on the tennis court in a long time.
Right.
But then on the other hand, there are the sacrifices that we have to make, right? Ideally, I want my kids to be with me for the full 2 months. For me, it's different. I'm a single mom, so like I split the time with my kids, right? So I'll have them half of the time. They will be half of the time here with me, which is great.
Yes.
But for you, unfortunately, you have to make that sacrifice. Yeah, it's all great and all of that, but you have to live with this and asking yourself, like, is it worth it? At the end of the day, yes, you're providing for a family, you're coming back home, you're going to make the money, right? Yeah. It's not like going on ITS and coming back and you spend the money.
This is especially this, like going on a future and you know, like you might end up losing money and then you miss time with your family and then you come home. Nobody's happy. Wife not happy, me not happy. Child is like, where was daddy for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah.
I mean, even now, like I get pictures every day and I'm just like, man, just like 10 days passed and she's like standing, like she's like trying to crawl.
Yes.
Yesterday, my wife sent me a video where she was like watching me on TV and she's like, wow. Like, it's like, man, I want her to be here. Like, I want them to be here, but it's like also a financial cost because if we take an apartment, if we take a rental car, so she's making sacrifices, I'm making sacrifices, but now the sacrifices that I make, I know that they have to be worth it.
And it is, like, think about it honestly, like, as your daughter grows, the story that you're creating, she will be able, to look at the TV, to look at these highlights, to be like, that's my dad, look at the energy that he put out, look at the sacrifices he did. What kind of example you are ultimately setting for your daughter, as cheesy as this sounds, it's really the truth. I'm telling you what, it's in a tough moment for me.
Yeah.
Like I just went back for the weekend, right? Just to see them for 2 days, right?
Amazing.
We played at we finished at 9 p.m. I went to bed at 1 a.m. My alarm was for 4 a.m. because I wanted to use the time. It was the 48 hours that we had off. I came home and they're like, I put on TV, I put on YouTube, and they were like, Mom, is that you? Oh my God, are you winning? And when I was dancing, and then my 5-year-old calls me Mamacita. That's why the jersey is Mamacita. He's like, Mamacita, the whole weekend they were just dancing. Mom, can you play that video how you were dancing? And it just all of these tough moments that I struggle day by day of I miss them so much that it hurts, but it's I know it's not forever, my time is also limited how much I can play. And then I know I'm being the best mom that I can be and I'm as present as I can be when I'm with them. Mm-hmm. And that's all I can do. And, our kids will look at us and they will be proud of us.
Right. What keeps me also going is I want my daughter to be able to see me on a tennis court. When she's a little bit older.
Yes.
I want her to be like, man, that's my dad out there.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
I want to keep playing as long as I can. Will it be on the tour or not? I don't really care because there are so many opportunities with Intense, with prize money, with club matches. But I want my daughter to be like, man, that's my dad.
Yes.
I also see it with my wife, how committed and how she's doing everything of that. And it's so inspiring to see because it's you either all in or you're not. And this is the way how you said it. If you really want something, you will figure out how and you will find solutions. And just bringing this on a tennis court is the same. If things don't go well, you either complain, then just shake hands and be like, hey, I'm done for today. Or you're going to try to figure out solutions. What can I do? What is possibly inside of me to maybe step up a little bit? But at the end of the day, if you don't try fully and give yourself a chance to try fully, you will never like experience it. Because a lot of people are like, and I include myself into that also. It's like, oh, I don't really care about this match. Oh, I don't feel so good. I didn't practice. I don't feel the ball today. I was bad about that, especially when I dropped from being top 300 to 500. I was like, how can this guy on this other side play that? Like, I mean, I was not respecting anything. I was always like putting the blame on other things instead of like, dude, you gotta like take care of this and you gotta step up. Doesn't matter which balls, doesn't matter which surface, doesn't matter the time difference. You can do it. It's just a limitation that you put on yourself, and your mind is putting the limitation. Because I read a really nice quote: your mind is not your friend, because your mind always tries to protect you. And if something great is going to happen, might be that you're scared inside. Oh, what if I really like achieve that? And then your mind tries to kind of like push you back. But you have to be stronger than your mind. You have to conquer your mind, because we all have this inside. And at the end of the day, I agree with what you said. We all have a choice. We just have to take the choice.
Yeah.
Right.
And be courageous enough to
Absolutely.
to do it, but also know yourself enough. Like I've had to go through a lot of self-work to deal with the mind stuff, those voices in the head, especially as tennis players. We're messed up, like from everything.
I mean, I don't know how, Bosnian mentality is.
Yeah.
You know how the Bosnian mentality is. It's,
Bosnian, so yes.
It's like, there's a lot of like things happening in childhood.
Yeah.
You're not good enough. You're not worthy enough.
Yes.
You're like, what do you know?
Yes.
Like, and as a kid, you maybe don't realize it. But as older as you get, you're like, damn, I mean, this is actually holding me back. There's like an issue with that. Like subconsciously, something is going on there. And it's like, you got to figure it out. You got to, like, how you said, heal. Do whatever you need for that. I mean, I used to work with a mental life coach for 2 years, actually, when I break through from 500 to top 300. There was so much like subconscious work that I had to do to understand like what is actually happening there. Like on court, for example. I can give you an example. I played a challenger in Portugal back then, first round against Nuno Borges, that is now top 100.
Yeah.
I'm playing him in Maya center court, all Portuguese around. First set, 6-1 for me. I'm like playing like lights out. Like I'm like feeling everything. Second set, I already start to be like, don't mess that up. Just like keep going. I lose the second set 6-3. Third set, I'm up 4-3. I'm sitting on the bench. I remember that like yesterday. I'm sitting on the bench 4-3 and I'm looking on the court there, on the stands. And I'm like, okay, you're pretty close. That's really good. I mean, it's enough, right? Nobody will be like angry with you. These thoughts are coming up and I lose the match 6-4. And then I'm like, what happened there? And going through and with my mental coach, it was always like when I stepped out on the court, I didn't want my mom to be angry with me or to tell me you're not good enough or how can you lose to this guy? And then I'm losing this match and having this session and I'm like, damn. For me, this was subconsciously like, okay, you're good enough. You don't need to do more. You played against the guy. He's almost top 100. It's a great result. But wait, actually, I want to win this match, right? Like, it was not about my tennis skill in that moment. It was about like my mental skill, my subconscious skill, whatever, call it however you want. This is like how I got the defeat. I lost so many matches, 7-6 in the third. Why? Because I was scared of failing.
Yes.
But you have to accept failing. If you don't accept that you will fail, you will fail.
Yes.
And understanding that, I'm still in the process of understanding that. Like, understand that every time you step out on the court, you will lose. There's the option of losing, like, or how you say, like, it might happen that you lose. And just like live with it. But also understand that you can win this, right? You have to be good in accepting of losing and failing. Otherwise, you will never succeed in anything in life. And I'm still in this process of understanding that.
you have to also be delusional a little bit, right? Do you agree with that or no? Like people talk about, being delusional and to go for it. That's the only way. I mean, there's a fine line. Yes, I know, but you have to be to the certain
You have to
point.
dream bigger than you actually might think. It has to be scary, actually.
The only tournament last year that I won, the 35K I played in Dominican Republic, I literally wasn't ready for that tournament. And then I got there and I was like telling to the tournament director, stringers, ball kids, everybody, I'm like, guys, I'm winning this tournament. Literally, and they were like, like I'm literally like in qualies, right? Match by match by match. Guess what? I won the tournament.
Yeah.
I was in the finals. I was up 6-2, 5-2. She was serving love 40. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Guess what? I lost that set. I had 3 match points. Yep. And usually my brain would be like, yeah, you see, like there's no way you can't close out the match. You're going to choke now. You can't win a tournament. You're not good enough. This person was right. Why are you doing this?
Total spiral.
Yep. I went to the bathroom. I literally screamed so loud. Like I think the whole Santo Domingo heard me. And I was like, you know what? You're going to win this. You're winning this. You're winning this. I won 6-2. I literally went out there. But after that, there was a tournament right after that one. Old Emma came in. Let's see if you can do it again. I don't think you can do it again. And I didn't do it.
Right.
I didn't do it because then I talked myself. As I talked myself into winning that, I talked myself into losing the next one.
But it's about like trusting yourself and being confident and just like, hey, I can repeat it. I know that when I win a tournament, I'm like, ooh, I hope it's not my last one.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of being like,
let's go. Yeah, I'm playing so well.
I'm ready. Let's go. Bring it. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And this is what I mean. I'm still learning to understand it and to figure it out. It's like,
yes.
Because if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. It's not the end of the world. But that's also what I said in the beginning with the people that don't go for it because they always find excuses. It's like the fear. You're holding yourself back because you don't want to be fully accountable for losing or taking responsibility for it. And it's like, man, you got to do it. Otherwise, it's like you're not going to make it at all.
Yeah. We're going to do the trash talk now. We can. Okay, give me a little scouting report on the Team Smash.
It's going to be, trust me, after losing yesterday, we're going to come in even hotter.
Who has the biggest personality in Team Smash?
I'm excluding myself now.
Excluding you, obviously.
Miles is like, I cannot be around him for longer than 20 minutes because I'm just like crying of laughing. He's like unreal.
Who's your favorite? Who would you pick to be your mixed partner or doubles partner?
I actually never played with Miles, but every time I play against him, I'm like, this is nasty. This left-handed kick serve, I would go with Miles.
Okay. Who talks the most trash?
Me.
Me. Okay. Are you going to give us any Team Smash secrets today or not really?
They're not really secret. We are open. We are like an open book.
What's more exhausting right now? Taking care of 8-month-old or the intense season?
Taking care of an 8-month-old at home.
100%. One thing your daughter does that melts your heart every time.
Her giggles.
Oh.
She does that like when she looks at you and then she's like, hey. It's unreal. Like the way how her cheeks go up and her eyes, and it's like if you would see that in real, you would melt.
Favorite thing about being a dad?
Especially a girl dad.
A girl dad.
A girl dad, please. I always thought it doesn't matter, but having a girl is like, I don't know, it's just like different. It's like, I don't know how it is to have a boy, but I would die for her.
Aww.
If you need anything, take everything out of me, give it to her.
Aww. And last question, if your daughter listens to this one day, I'm sure she will, what's one thing you want her to know?
You don't have any limitations in your life. You can achieve everything. You just have to go for it and believe in it.
I love that. And I hope she does listen to this one day. And thank you for being so open today. Thanks for taking your time chatting with me. I had so much fun learning about you. And I feel like a lot of people can take a lot out of this conversation today. And just, I wish you all the best in whatever you decide to do. And I know whatever you decide to do, you're going to be great because you put your full heart in it. And I'm excited to see what the future holds for you. But I don't wish you luck next week against us, though. Yeah.
Same for you. I wish you all the best outside of Intense.
Yeah.
And especially with your boys. I mean, especially when they get older and older now.
Yeah.
And that you spend a lot of, and maybe they also travel with you. Maybe you reach your slams. I mean, I wish you really honestly, like from the bottom of my heart, all the best. And everything that you want to achieve, you will do it because you can do it. We all can do it.
Yes.
And next week, we are enemies. So
yeah. Until then, we can still be friends.
Yeah, we can still talk and everything, but next week, don't even try to approach me.
No.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, thank you. Appreciate it.